Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to an episode of Career Mode, and here we are. Portugal it was. I'm sorry guys, I really wanted to manage Portugal. There were huge shouts for the Netherlands. I think I actually have a lot of people from the Netherlands who watch my videos, or you know, from that area of Europe. So if you are from Netherlands, then let me know in the comments, but I am sorry about that. But if any of you guys are actually Portuguese, then also let me know, because I am interested. But like I said, you know, I did decide to go for that that Portuguese job. I mean, I'm just really excited. They always have some fantastic players, fantastic young players as well. The likes of Ronaldo, I'm pretty sure he'll still play. I don't think I'm that far into career mode to the point where he's retired or anything yet. You got him, Witsel. You know, there's just so many players in there that I could keep going on to name. But I'm not going to bother, because there's another issue we have. And I didn't actually show you guys the report. Well, I don't think so anyways, but we have some injured players. Nastasic there is out for 4 months. 4 months, and that was after the Cardiff game where we won the FA Cup final, which was fantastic. Really happy to finally get some silverware. Later on in this game, after this game, we have the European League Cup final as well against Newcastle, so that'll be interesting to see how I get on there. But like I said, you know, Nastasic out for 4 months. That is huge. That is really going to it sort of dent the way I'm going to be able to perform. Luckily though, we are actually coming towards the end of the season, so there should be a nice amount of time for him to be able to recover. Another injured player was Traore, and unfortunately he was out for 3 months as well, so both being pretty long-term injuries. Quite devastating really, because Nastasic is a fantastic centre-back who I really hoped would go on and do well, and that's not to say he won't, but it just means this, you know, this is a pretty big injury and it could really hinder his growth as a player. And you know, I am quite fortunate to the point where I think I have 3 other centre backs that can fill his spot, so I'm not too concerned about, you know, not having someone who can replace him. But he is really just a quality centre back, and definitely a rock at the back, so it's going to make the last few games quite tough. But like I said, we're coming towards the end of the season, and he should have a long time to rest and kind of nurse the injury. But we have a game against Everton, and 1-1 against Everton at the moment. They actually went up. Everton are such a great side. I don't understand why they don't place higher than they do. I definitely feel as though, you know, with the current squad they have in this, they should be a top 4 side. But I suppose I did kind of steal Fellaini off them right at the beginning of when I took over at QPR, which is, I'm sure, a little bit of an issue for them. But, you know, they're a quality side. Morales as striker, he's just such a great striker. Definitely someone I've been kind of tempted to buy as someone to back up to Insigne. That's kind of brought on what another thing that I've been thinking about is, yes, I have 3 strikers, but a lot of the times 3 strikers just isn't enough when the fixture congestion gets pretty tough, and that happens quite a lot towards the end of the season. So it may come to the point where I actually decide to go ahead and buy another striker in this transfer window. Someone like Morales, you know, not a star striker. My star strikers at the moment are Muriel and El Shaarawy, but you know, someone that can really just do well. Insigne has done fantastic. You know, he is in great form at the moment. I've been giving him quite a run of games because of the fitness issues, and he has just performed every single game. So I'm really chuffed with the way he's performing for the team. But I don't know, maybe someone else might be quite good, you know, someone around the 80 rated marker as well. But we'll have to wait and see. Anyways, we had the game. Here it was, the European Cup final. I was so nervous because I couldn't play out my full strength team. Obviously, Nastasic was injured, had quite a lot of fitness issues. As you guys can see, Insigne was actually playing this game instead of having my 2 main strikers, El Shaarawy and Muriel. So that was a bit of a letdown, but I felt as though Insigne had been in good enough form for him just to start. And we actually get a goal in the 6th minute through Danilo, and very happy with the way that panned out, because that was really important. You know, he's done really well, but unfortunately for me, that lead didn't last too long. Newcastle had a really strong squad. I actually really like Obertan. I don't know why, I just think he's got that sort of that pace and quickness about him. But a great ball played in, and Czech Tiote, a center midfield god, manages to head it in the 21st minute, and that made the rest of the game so hard for me. I couldn't break them down. My team was just dying of fitness, and I knew, again, we went into extra time, and oh dear, you know, this was gonna be tough. As you can see, you know, they played very well. 12 shots, 5 on target, and I need to make some substitution. Look at the fitness of my players. Oh damn. So definitely some things had to change. You know, I decided to bring in Muriel, and I think I ended up playing El Shaarawy as center attacking mid and having Insigne and Muriel up front. That seemed to work out all right, but you guys can just see, you know, the stamina of my players just isn't good enough. It's so tough to rotate a team that just doesn't have, you know, the stamina they should do, which is kind of a huge target for my transfer window in January. I can't wait just to go and pick up free agents. You know, that's the best way to really increase the depth of your squad. Yes, you can bring in a few players for a couple million, but I highly recommend just take a look through that free agent spot. You find some really good players who are worth, you know, $1 million, $2 million, something like that, and will just fill in really nicely. Like, for a prime example of that is Henrique Feltri, who's currently playing centre back for me. You know, I find he's better than Anton Ferdinand, so I tend to play him there. And perfectly in time, there it is, in the 108th minute, goes to the man who completely deserves it, who's done a fantastic job in the team recently, in Insigne, and really chuffed with that. Really happy to see him get the goal, and it was the winning goal as well. There they are, celebrating. The confetti falls from the sky out of nowhere. God sprinkling some goodness over my team. And a fantastic win. That is the double for us. The European League, the FA Cup. And in all honesty, it doesn't look like we're going to be able to pick up the Premier League, because that was just a huge long shot. But I am so happy with how this season has gone so far. To be able to, you know, when I first started, honestly, I was just going for a top 4 spot. You know, it would have been nice to get at least one of the cups. But to come out with 2 of the cups, and, you know, we're not in the top 4 just yet, but I'm pretty sure if we can not completely screw it up towards the end, then we will be in 4th place. So that is just magnificent. But there they are, celebrating. They can't wait to go home, or you know, maybe some of the lonely ones head off to the strip club to celebrate. But that'll do it for this episode, guys. 2 trophies this season. Really happy with that. Let me know what you expect for next season, whether you think I should be winning the Premier League, whether you think I should just try and do the same. But it'll be fantastic to see what happens. And like I said, guys, I am the Portugal manager. I apologize to anyone who wanted me to go Netherlands. I was just far too excited by the idea of Portugal. And if you, like I said, if you guys could let me know if you're from the Netherlands or you're from Portugal. Actually, in fact, just let me know from wherever you guys are. And props to anyone who's still watching this at this time of night. Complete legends. And if you guys could leave a like, that's always much appreciated. I hope you guys have a fantastic day today. And yeah, goodbye. See you guys in a bit. Bye-bye.